Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Technical Forum of Hydrogen and Fuel Cells Europe. We managed to get the next speaker from his booth. This was not that easy because of the customers, but you will meet and see and hear and get to know Mr. Saro Capozzoli. He's co-founder and director of Hydrogen Energy. Come to the stage.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, but there is a lot of crowd in our stand. This is our H2 Energy. This is our electrolyzer in that container, a 1 megawatt electrolyzer, and we have a lot of attention and visitors. This is positive for us. Okay, first of all, a short introduction of our company, because maybe not everybody knows from the other forum who we are. We are a producer of electrolyzer systems. We have the full range of, at this moment, of technology. Alkaline, we have AM and the PEM. That machine there is a PEM 1 megawatt, single stack. And our philosophy is to produce electrolysis system with the biggest possible stack in operation. For this reason also we are producing in this period the first 1 megawatt AM single stack that will be launched in September, and in fact next year in Hannovermesse we will have this machine exposed in this location. We are a relatively new company, but we have about 25 years experience in the sector. And actually, with us is working also the scientist that 50 years ago developed the alkaline system as a first, 50 years ago. This guy, Mr. Scioli, is working at 92, 93 years old now in this moment, and this is our advisor, and is working very well with us despite his old age. Of course, we have a very young team following, and with the research and development active. Okay, this is the plant we have here in this location, the PEM technology that is actually, as you know, is easy in operation, also flexible. And here you can see the stack we have produced, and the water treatment, the separation, the gases, the purification. And this is actually the container size is not arrangement is not the best to make the scale up in the factory, in the bigger factory. In fact, what we are suggesting is to place the stacks, the plant in skid, and to have dedicated buildings. This will be the future. Actually, for smaller size, like this one, we have to follow some regulation also in some countries. So we need to have the stack inside the system, inside containers. This is okay. Is the AM systems that we are producing this moment. As you can see, compared to the flow sheet, you can see, for PEM, it is a simplified process, much net, much simple, and in fact, this will have a very big impact in the cost of the plant. It will be much cheaper than the existing plants. I'm speaking about how to create the gigafactory. Actually, as you know, there are not so many big factories producing hydrogen, green hydrogen from electrolysis in this moment. We are listening about 5, 20, maybe 30 megawatt, I don't know. We have heard about this. We are now working together along with some clients to design and to produce factories that can be, of course, as you can see, a combination of 1 megawatt minimum size stack in different arrangement. Tomorrow we will see more in detail about these topics, because the different arrangement will have also a different size, will have also an impact in the selection of the power unit. because the power unit is a very important part of the plant. It is not only a stack. See, in fact, now we found it from 20 megawatt factory. We select the IGBT system for conversion. Above is more competitive and more flexible the 3C-story or SCR system. This is our, we can say, in fact, when we speak about the gigafactory, we need to consider that we need also space, we need also a lot of efforts to organize the production. For this reason, we are focused as a company in producing plant that could be close to the users. So we do prefer to build 10 factory of 10 megawatt rather than single factory 1 megawatt, because we will have a lot of problems in the storage and in the transportation. This is, for example, an example we have now in Italy. We are working together with some boiler factories, producer, that for the production of steam, we produce locally the hydrogen. This plant, together with the other 5 megawatt, will be placed within this summer in Italy, in an industrial area where we will produce locally for that area. And we have many of these projects where we suggest always to be more, as much as possible, close to the users in order to reduce the cost of storage, to produce enough hydrogen that you need in that moment. This means also in the railway station, airport, in ports, and so on. We have now a project of 20 megawatt going on for a steel factory, secondary steel, where we can also use the oxygen of the produced by our system. So we have, so this is our experience. Okay, this is the plant that you can see here. The big tank here is for the oxygen generation, oxygen separation, sorry. And you see this, we have a big quantity of oxygen. Normally it's a vent to the atmosphere, but we always try to find a solution for our client to use this oxygen, because also this is valuable. I think if you have any questions, we are available at the stand, and we are happy to answer to your question, even now if you have. Thank you.
Why the 3 technologies at the same time?
I cannot.
Why the 3 technologies, IEM, IEL, and PEM at the same time that you're trying to develop?
Regarding the alkaline, we are now working with the Indian partners that we are going to produce the alkaline systems with our we can say technology in India. For PEM, in this moment, is a more ready to go technology, but we believe that AM will go along together very soon, because as much we can increase the capacity of the single stack, we can go. We have a different application. When you need, for example, for what concerns the PEM, that the PEM 1 megawatt, our stack is quite small. So we can have application also, for example, in the wind turbine body, where we have a problem of space. No, also we need more flexibility. We can go to 10 to 100% production. The AM is when the cost, also you need to reduce the capex and also opex, because the difference between alkaline you have a 30% of alkaline solution. With the IM we have only 2%. So the OPEX also is reduced. And we eliminate the use of expensive catalyst. So like a palladium or iridium or platinum that we need in PEM. So we don't eliminate each other. We depend by the use of the application. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your presentation.
Yeah.
The power range of your electrolyzers.
The
power range, the lowest power and the higher power.
But for our minimum size now, we produce is 1 megawatt.
The minimum size.
Minimum size. Then then we have a standard. Then we have a multiple one. Normally we go 1 to 3, 3, 6, and so on. Because actually the converter give us dictate us the size of the minimum unit, the 3 megawatt. Because converter IGBT, for example, has a limitation of 1,000 volt. You need to consider the beginning of life, end of life. So you cannot exceed 1,000 volt. So we are obliged to have a 3 megawatt. But we are working now on new kind of converter that will release us from this. We can have also much higher capacity. So now we are working on a 25 megawatt system, and we are making multiple of 3. So this means it can be 21. You know, we are proposing to client to maybe we produce a little bit more compared to what they need.
Okay. We have to end this. If you have more questions, the electrolyzer is just over there.
Yes.
And
yes, we are there. Thank you very much.
It's not theoretical, it's haptical, it's walkable, it's touchable. Thanks a lot, Saro Capozzoli. Bye-bye.